Good afternoon, London. My name's Hina, and I'm coming to you from the Master Shah Dow Center here in London. And I'm sure everyone's experiencing a beautiful sunny day today, but we also have viewers all over the world from the East Coast, West Coast of the US, Canada, India, and even further east. So today I have a very special guest. The Master Shah Dow Center is going to be hosting a workshop about the soul journey. Now, this is a very deep topic. So, our guest, Karen Chauhan, who's from London, is going to give us a little bit of a taster of her soul journey, which is always unique to everybody. So, welcome, Karen.
Thank you, Hina. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to reach out with humanity to the world, basically, not to give up on the life that they have, and that any challenge or struggles that they may face, there's always a reason behind it, but there's also the opportunity to transform it. You just need to work at it.
So, Kieran, you talk about your soul journey, about challenges and transformation. Can you give us a little bit of a summary of your soul journey so far, your challenges, and how you've managed to transform it?
Okay, so I was first introduced to Master Shah's techniques, healing, transformation, and that back in 2015. I was taken to hospital to remove my appendix, and because I'm here on my own, family is in the Midlands, I actually went back to my mum's to recover. So it's weird how it all happened, but I had some discolouring on my toenails, my big toe. So my sister was saying, that's fungus in your toes. I thought, okay. So we're trying to find some cream for it. So she goes, you can get that. So I said, all right then. So she goes, but there's another way you can transform it. I'm thinking, okay. So she handed over the Soul Healing Miracle book, which I've actually got here. And she gave me some pages to go through. And she said, if you read this paragraph, I believe it's on page 26, where it talks about your wood element. Now, your wood element is your liver, which is the authority organ to transform your gallbladder, tendons and nails, your eyesight, and unemotion, which is your anger, unbalanced emotion, which is anger. So I thought, okay. Anyway, I read the first paragraph, and then it gave me a couple of lines that I had to read. So I thought, okay, let me just do it. So I'd done it 3 or 4 times. I was shocked myself. I'm thinking, no, that can't happen. So the colouring of my toe, which was like a brownie colour, like a shade on my toe, basically went. So I thought, okay, it's got to be something else. Maybe I mistook the colour of my toe. But then the colour came back. So I thought, okay. So I spoke to my sister, who's already on this journey. I think she's been on it a couple of years prior to me. So she goes, carry on reading it. The longer you do it, the better it will become. So fine. She gave me some books. We made a circle just to feel in a space for myself. And I carried on chanting those lines because I kept repeating them. I chanted them out. And it was just amazing because the colour disappeared. And then I was intrigued even more, and I wanted to know more about it. So that's how my journey happened. And because where I had to have my appendix out, I did self-healing on that. She guided me through the forgiveness practice, how to connect with the inner soul of where my appendix was, to help remove any blockages that's been there, to self-heal it. So the appendix area where it was affected and where I was having pains in my lower abdomen, how to remove that pain without any medication, like paracetamols and that. So I thought, okay, so I carried on doing that. And she was connected with Rupal. Rupal told her, get her on one of the programs and take her to the Netherlands where Master Shah was doing a Tao Healings event. I mean, I got there, and most of it went over my head because I was brand new to it. But the light, it was just amazing. When I was there, I felt home. That's the only way I can describe it. As a child, I saw my life as a puzzle, and I always thought I'm in the wrong world, wrong family, I shouldn't be here. And because being a young child, I couldn't understand it myself. And then it got to a point where I just gave up and continued with the way of life. But now I understand better. And the missing puzzle was the opening of my pathway where I was able to make a difference. So even recently, I had a blood clot where my left hand all swelled up. It was gone purple. I sort of was panicking inside, but I was so calm, and I wasn't worried, but I was. And I thought, okay, have faith. Everything will be fine. On this journey, there's a reason to everything, and trust me, I have total faith in what I'm doing being on this journey, because without that I may not even be here, because it saved my life that day. They did find the blood clot, but instead of going to my brain, it actually went to my arm, so it got sidetracked. So I'm still here to share my story. And then just recently, I think it was 17th of June, I had a reaction to an injection where my blood pressure dropped so much, and it basically drained the blood out of me. I was so pale, so weak. I couldn't even do a 5-minute walk without being breathless, breathing. Eventually ended up in hospital and I got admitted. My red blood cell had dropped so much. So I waited in the hospital in emergency room, and they said, well, you need to get a blood transfusion. I'm thinking, okay. So there's me texting my sister. So she then collated with a teacher to find out how they can support me through this. And we've also got a healing group where I put it on there so they can send me some healings to help me through this journey that I was going through on my challenges in there. Before you know it, I was chanting away, I was tracing calligraphies, and I was just letting it go. I was not worried at all. And then I think about an hour, 2 hours later, the nurse comes, she goes, you know what, you don't need to be here, you don't need the blood transfusion. And I thought, thank you, God. It's like I didn't need that. Then I was transferred to another hospital. So I thought, fine, I'll go there. She couldn't understand why I was there, but could see the results that I was going through, in the sense of, okay, my pressure's down. They couldn't understand it. But the thing is, what I know and what I understand, without the techniques, the blessing, the healing that I was receiving, the outcome could have been totally different. But it isn't. This is what I do. Every day I do my meditation, I do my forgiveness practice, because if I've hurt anyone in any way, in any form, in any lifetime, I need to resolve that. I need to bring calm, balance between us, and resolve any type of negative thought, speech, or action that may have been put across, and they hurt that way. Because even though I may have hurt someone, I'm not going to know. I don't know what happened in my past life from that. But the only way of knowing is what I go through in this lifetime. And I had an incident with one of my colleagues at work. I think it was the way I spoke to her. And I felt the pain in my heart. And I was too scared to approach her to apologize. But because it was affecting me, I said, I've got to do it. So I went up to her, apologized. It made our relationship stronger. So I was grateful to have the wisdom to be able to transform it and bring more love between us.
Wow, Karen. Karen, that's absolutely amazing. I think just hearing you speak for these few minutes, I think you really did take us from the beginning of your soul journey to the point you are now, because you had so many amazing little tidbits about health challenges, transforming it, how you began already with kind of a miracle, because changing a toenail's color just by repeating a few words from a book, I mean, you don't really hear about that very often, but it happens. It
Yeah,
happens with Master Shah's books and his empowerments. You had your own health challenges, you transformed. You had another again, but you never lost faith. You never lost the trust
yeah,
that this is the wisdom and this is what I have to do, and I'm going to follow it. And now you're okay. Like the blood clot was resolved. Thank goodness it wasn't anything more serious. And
yes.
how beautiful you healed a relationship. How beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
we can tell from the emotions that this was a very big and deep transformation for you. And thank you for opening your heart so much to sharing and being vulnerable and being so open and honest about it all. So
Can
thank
I?
you so much.
I was going to say, can I share a quick one?
Sure.
I had where I work, we had a few branches that closed, and we had some of their staff transferred to our branch. And there was one person. It's like I was stand next to them, but I did not exist. It was like I was there, but I wasn't. Even when I spoke, he never heard me. And no one will believe that there was this tension between us. But I knew there was a deeper reason behind it. And I just could not understand it. And I've been doing forgiveness practice for 8 months with this person. And then during lockdown and that, amazingly, it just transformed. Now he's my best friend and everything. It's just amazing how a simple technique, if you open your heart, can transform anything. Honestly, anything.
Well, Karen, you've definitely inspired me to do a lot more forgiveness practice. So, one last question, Karen, before we end
Yeah.
today's Facebook Live. Do you think you've reached the destination to your soul journey, or is it something that you feel keeps on going and
It,
gets higher and bigger?
it keeps going. You think of life, the amount of not challenges, opportunities that you have in life, maybe change of jobs, another opportunity to do this. Your soul journey is the same. You may decide, okay, I want to do this, and then a different opportunity comes because you're ready for that part of it and you're able to handle it. So that pathway will open for you. And it's just a matter for us to take that first step and start doing something on that path.
Wow,
There's a
how
reason for everything. Yeah.
wow, thank you, Karen. I mean, Karen, this has been a short, like 10 or 15 minutes, but there were so many nuggets of wisdom, of not you just knowing the wisdom, but you actually embodying the wisdom. So I
Yes.
thank you so much, Karen, for taking the
Thank you.
time to speak on this Facebook Live. So thank
Thank you.
you. We'll have you again very soon, I'm
All
sure.
right. All right.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
So, for all our viewers, especially our new friends, if you listened to Karen's story and her sharings, you really learned that the soul journey is a healing journey, is not only of the physical body, but also of relationships and different aspects of life. As Karen so beautifully said, everything has a reason. And if you live from this basis, from this foundation, you can live your journey, your life in a lot more conscious and actually evolved way. So thank you, Meghna, for your beautiful comment of beautiful sharing. And it was very heart touching, Karen. It really, really was. So if you would like to find out more, the Master Sha Tao Center is having a Soul Journey workshop, which is September 3rd and 4th. And there's the link where you can find out more. And you can actually get the early bird still if you register for it. If you're not sure and would like to find out more, there is an introduction to the Soul Journey workshop that is scheduled for next Thursday evening. And you can go ahead and register for that if you would like to know more, about the practices, the wisdom, the teachers who will be sharing, who will be teaching the workshop. And there you see it, August 18th is the introduction for the September 3rd to 4th Soul Journey workshop. So for all our viewers, thank you so much for giving us your 15 minutes to watch this Facebook Live. If you've gained any insights, please put it in the comments section. If you know someone who's looking to progress their soul journey, to grow, or just to transform either a health challenge, relationship challenge, whatever challenge that they're looking to transform, the Master Sha Tao Center here in London has the tools, the practices to have effective techniques to look for the improvements and successes in life that you're looking for. And as you see Karen's story, she has transformed multiple serious challenges, and she's still here, and she's transforming more, she's growing more, and she knows there's no end to the soul journey. But one thing that you will learn from the Master Sha Tao Center, you will learn techniques and practices that no matter what challenge comes up to be transformed, you can use these same practical techniques, these blessings in the Tao calligraphy healing field, and more, no matter what comes up in your life. So the Master Sha Tao Center here in London is here to serve you. Please share the video, make a comment. Thank you, Sue. Share the video to your loved ones, to anyone who wants to improve their life or to go further on their soul journey. So once again, my name's Hina, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Thank you and goodbye.